institutions that have followed a different path.
Governor, given the timeline that you've mentioned on the special election, it sounds like the California legislature will have 5 days to basically set the election. When will the maps be released to give the public ample time to at least review them?
Well, that's a question for all of our folks here, but bottom line, it's going to be in their ballot box. It's going to be on their ballot. So it's about as transparent as it gets. I have not been privy to the map. I'm mapping out a strategy to make this successful. I have not looked at any maps. I told you that yesterday, told you that last week, and that continues to be the case today. As it relates to that map and that process that's going through, by the way, it's very transparent because these are familiar maps. The independent redistricting has taken over 10,000 hours of testimony and public comment over the years, and they've bandied about many of these maps that have been seen before. So it's a very familiar process. It's not a very complicated process. It may appear to be, but it's not. But the process we want to make very transparent, and that's the idea of putting the maps on the ballot. And that was something for me was a red line, and it's something that I think is foundational in terms of this effort.
So does it not matter what people think that in the 5 days that the legislature has the time? I mean, this is for really legislative leaders. It's 5 days and adequate enough time for the public to review what you will present to them on the ballot.
So I can tell you this, Ashley, that maps we anticipate will be available next week. Our work began with the work that was already done, as the governor just mentioned, by our independent redistricting commission. Once these maps are released, voters will have the opportunity to digest these maps, review them for weeks and months leading to this election. If there is another state with a more transparent process where voters will get the ultimate say in these new maps, please let me know what it is, or if there's a state doing it, because we are going above and beyond to ensure that, one, we are protecting the Voting Rights Act, and that we are sending the voices of our most vulnerable to Washington, D.C. But when it comes to the maps, we anticipate these maps to be available next week.
Governor.